My name's Matt, and this is Scripture Union's Make and Pray. And today I was thinking about stories. I love a good story. I don't know about you, but I love it when there are illustrations to go with my story. And so today I'm going to teach you how to use 4 simple sticks made out of cardboard to help us to illustrate our stories. All you need is a sheet of A4, card probably, choose your favourite colour, and you need to cut it into 4 strips. Maybe fold it in half and fold it in half again, and that will give you your lines to cut across. Once you've got 4 sticks, you need to put a hole in the end of one of them, about a centimetre and a half down. And to do that, I'm using a pen, probably better to use a pencil, and some blue tack. And I'm just going to put the card over the blue tack and push the pen through the card. And there I have my hole. 2 of your pieces of card need 1 hole, and 2 of your pieces of card need 2 holes. Once you've got the holes in them, take some paper fasteners. I used to call them butterfly clips for some reason, but they're the pins, split pins. They open out, okay, like that. So take one of those, put it through the hole in the card with 1 hole, and then through one of the holes in the card with 2 holes, and then open up your pin, your fastener, so now they're joined together. Do that with the 2 pieces with 1 hole in them, and then join the final hole together. Now you've got 4 pieces of card, and you have all you need to be able to tell your story. I thought I would tell you a story from the Bible. A story that Jesus told, and it's about 2 men, and they were both builders, and both men wanted to build a house. Now, I don't think they would have been houses like our houses with pointy roofs. They probably would have had flat roofs, and they might have had steps up the side of them. I suspect they had a window, hello, and they probably had a door. And the 2 men built their houses. Well, one of the men, he built his house on the sand. The other man built his house on the rock. Jesus says in the story that after a while it started to rain. And as the rains came down, well, the water started to flood and it got higher and higher and higher. And I suspect our men in their houses, as they looked out of their windows, uh-oh, I wonder if their knees began to turn to jelly. Because as they saw the floodwater come up, hitting against the house, they must have been very nervous what would happen to their nice new houses. Jesus says in the story that the man whose house was built on the rock, his house stood firm. But the man whose house was built on the sand, well, when the floods came, his house fell flat. And Jesus says we're a bit like those builders. We can choose to build our lives either on something solid and firm or on something that is a bit flimsy and flows away. And Jesus said, when we build our lives on him and what he says, it's like building our lives on a rock. Something strong that will help us in the storm. He actually said, if you listen to his words and put them into practice, you're like the wise man who built his house on the rock. So when we make and pray today, remember that prayer isn't just about talking to God, it's about listening to him as well. And if we're prepared to be quiet and say to God, please, I want to hear from you, see what he says. And see if you're willing to put it into action. Well, it's time for me to go now, so where's my window gone? There it is. Bye! See you again soon. God bless.